Good morning, Barrow Buddies. Today is November 14th, 2022. Why did the student eat his homework? The teacher told him it was a piece of cake. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's check in with our special reporters for weather, history, and fun facts. Today's weather will be a high of 54, a low of 41, and it will be partially cloudy. And tomorrow's weather will be a high of 48, a low of 41, and there will be a 96% chance of rain. Today's national holidays and celebrations include National Pickle Day. Tomorrow's include National Drummer Day.
On this day in history, on November 14, 1960, a court ordering mandating the desegregation of schools comes into effect in New Orleans. 6-year-old Ruby Bridges walks into William Grant Elementary School, instantly becoming a symbol of civil rights movement.
Today's word of the day is "Do see cows moo?" Since manatees only eat peanuts like cows do, that's how they got the nickname sea cows. But do they moo like cows? Manatees communicate with each other by making sounds, squeaks, squeals, and screams that humans are able to hear. Sometimes their voice sounds like click or chirps. Researchers believe that manatees can recognize each other by their sounds.
Good morning. This is Mimi here. Wanted to check in with everybody about the second step unit that we're working on right now across our whole school, the bully prevention unit. And this unit is so important. We are spending 4 whole weeks talking about bullying and what you can do about that, and a couple other things I wanted to talk to you about today. So bullying, I think most of you know, is mean or hurtful behavior that keeps happening, and the person it's happening to hasn't been able to make it stop. So there's a very specific definition about what bullying is. The different things that you're working on over the next month, and many of you have started these lessons already, is how to recognize when bullying is happening, to report it to an adult who cares and is ready to listen and help you, to refuse to let bullying happen, not only to yourself, but to the people around you, and how to be a bystander who stands up and be part of the solution. We call those people upstanders, people who see something is happening and they say, no, that doesn't happen at our school. So we want our school to be a safe and caring and respectful place. And the really good news, and one of the things I think we work on all the time, is that research means that people study this problem. They look, they talk to students, they talk to adults, they find out, why does mean behavior occur? What can we do to stop that? And what they have found is that less bullying happens in classrooms and in places that are respectful and kind and caring. And those are all really important things at Barrow. So really think over this next few weeks and until our break in January about how you can be respectful and kind. How do you keep your classroom safe? Some really easy ways to do that: follow the teacher directions. Pay attention to what's happening. Say you're sorry if somebody gets hurt. Saying you're sorry doesn't mean you did something on purpose. It just means that you understand that your friend, your classmate feels bad or was hurt in some way. So you being respectful, you being caring, that helps reduce bullying right away. So all important things that we can do. We're all really interested in people feeling like they belong at Barrow and feeling safe at Barrow. You know that your adults in the building, Miss McElhannon, Miss Wingfield, Miss H, lots of people who want to help keep our school safe. So talk to those people if you've got concerns, if you're worried about something, if anything is happening to you or you see it happening to somebody else. Be an upstander and make our school a safe place for everyone to be. Thanks.
And here's Dr. Sabatini with the principal's update.
Good morning, Bear Buddies. Happy Monday. We are ready for a great week ahead. I know it's going to be a little bit cooler this week. And so think about how you're dressing for school. We are going to go outside to recess and play and get some fresh air. So make sure you have on a sweatshirt or a jacket and make sure your name is in it because we have so much lost and found. And some of you are missing your coats because they're in the cafeteria in our lost and found pile. Tomorrow, we have 2 field trips planned, 1st grade and 5th grade, both have field trips tomorrow. So students make sure that you are ready for those. And 2nd grade has a recycling guest speaker. So that's really awesome. We want to thank our subs who are here today. Miss Gillum is going to be here for Miss D in PE today. And Miss Oliver will be here for Miss Stovall in 1st grade. Miss Gina is out today. We have a few different teachers who are going to help that class. And then Miss Carter is out and Miss Haley is out. We don't have subs for them today. Happy birthday today to Chriselle Heath. Hope you have a great day at Bear on your birthday, Chriselle. And tomorrow is Walker Spalding's birthday. So happy birthday to Walker. We have so many shout outs today. I'm going to start with cans. We're having our canathon this week. It's the last week for that. So you can still bring cans this week. And we have a little tally sheet where teachers are recording how many cans they had as of Friday last week. I saw a lot of cans come in today, so I know these numbers will go higher. But congratulations to Ms. McCullum's class, who had 35 cans on Friday last week. Ms. Daniel's class had 41 cans. Ms. Selleck's class had 71 cans. And the class with the most cans last week, Ms. Tobel's class, they had 105 cans that they brought in. So great job. And teachers, remember to look for that spreadsheet and fill out the numbers that you have by the end of Friday, so we know how many we've collected all week. Shout outs, let's also go to our shout outs for the cafeteria. These students were chosen by our cafeteria staff and our custodial staff for showing brave traits in the cafeteria. Kinsley Powell in Ms. Bruner's class, Farron Brooks in Ms. Drake's class, Amy Chen in Ms. Douglas's class, Issa Presley in Ms. Sackett's class, Aurora Prince in Ms. Bruner's class, and Jamarion Lyle in Ms. Selleck's class. So those students can come up to the office right after BTV to pick out a prize for showing brave traits in the cafeteria. And then our long listed BTV shout outs today, Ms. Douglas would like to give a shout out to Jocelyn for bringing in cans. Thank you for being caring and giving to those in need. Chrisia would like to shout out Skylar for being nice to her. Ms. Autamont wants to shout out Josie for bringing cans on Friday for the canathon. Donating to a food drive is very valuable. Ms. Kaplan and Ms. Mitchell would like to give a shout out to our brave buddy of the month, Taraya Stewart, for being an achiever. Taraya tries her best, checks her work, adds more, and keeps trying even when it's hard. She does not touch other students' work in the hallways during transitions, and she's always on task. We are proud of you, Taraya. Ms. Boyle would like to give a shout out to Nadia for bringing in cans. Donating to a food drive is very valuable. Thank you so much, Nadia. Ms. Boyle's class would also like to give a shout out to Mrs. Morgan for being a wonderful student teacher this semester. Your hard work and dedication was so valuable to our classroom community. We will miss you. Ms. Selleck would like to shout out her class for being so welcoming to our new student, Desmond, on Friday. Also shout out to Desmond for actively participating in all discussions and lessons. Ms. Kim wants a shout out to Miles for bringing in a whole backpack full of cans last week and inspiring the rest of our team to bring in cans too. And finally, shout out to Max Selleck for bringing in 16 cans so far for the canathon. Way to go. So everybody being super helpful and valuable at Barrow School. I hope you all have a great week. We'll see you soon.
A million days ago, the first Olympics were taking place in ancient Greeks. Before we leave, let's say our Barrow honor code together. As a Barrow buddy, I promise to be fair, honest, and trustworthy, even when no one is looking, because that is the right thing to do. My good choices will help make Barrow excellent. We will now observe a moment of silence before we begin to focus all of our attention on thanking and learning and working at Barrow School.